What's up, guys? You guys know I'm doing this 100 days. This is the DFS video. In this video, I'm going to go DFS lineup for these games, these NFL games today. We will create it. I will show you guys how to do it, show you what I'm looking for, and show you how to be a shark. My Instagram, shark.pro. Go give me a follow. I also make videos on normal games like spreads, totals, things like that. This specifically here is DFS though. 5 to 10 minute videos. Let's get into it. So when we're looking at DFS, you really want to look for injuries first and foremost. I know Mark Andrews is out for the Ravens, which means Isaiah Likely is going to have a bigger role. Let's go to the game. Let's go straight to the game. Let's get to the game. Let's go NFL. Computer's taking a little long. Hold on a second. Let's go NFL. Okay. NFL's fighting me right now. Hold on a second. There we go. NFL. You got the Texans at Baltimore, and then you got Green Bay at San Fran. The totals is what you need to look at. So when you're doing DFS, what you want to see is points, scores. You want to see yards. So for that instance, I'm really looking at this San Fran Green Bay game, just simply because look right here. See the total. See not only the total, but you see where it opened at 46, and you see where the total's at 43.5 compared to open at 49.5 for San Fran game, and it's at 58.5. So this is the game you really want to look for players right here. Now, I understand that it's hard to cap the 49ers just simply because, you know, they have McCaffrey, Samuel, Ayuk, Kittle. They have so many players they could pass to, so many players that could go off. So that's why first I'm going to look here at the Houston-Baltimore game because I think you could really, you could really pull some guys out of here. First and foremost, I'm going to look at Isaiah Likely. I think this is a spot, so let's go look at the defense of Houston. And the defense of Houston on paper looks pretty good, but if you go over here, so if you go, and you always got to look at the games, so you sort of want to cap the games also. Texans previous games, you want to sort of cap the game so you can know what to expect in these games. So Houston only gave 14 points to Joe Flacco. Where are we at? Right here. Okay, the game before that held Titans. Those aren't hard defenses. Held Titans again. Held the Jets 30. Held the Broncos at 17. I mean, like, look at these offenses. Like, when you really look at these Texans team, they played the Browns. They played the Colts. They played the Titans. They played the Browns again. They played the Titans again. They played the Broncos. They played the Jets. Like, they gave up 30 points to the Jets. Played the Jaguars. Beat the Bengals without Burrow. Like, they actually have like a very easy schedule. Like, very easy. So I'm expecting Baltimore to put up some points here. So I'm going to straight look at, let's go to Isaiah Likely. So let's see Likely, because I do think that he's going to put some work today. You can see these right here. These are goblins. I guess they do in prize picks. I don't really touch those too often. But I'm going to look right here. Fantasy score and receiving yards. So let's go to Isaiah Likely. Stats. And let's see how he's done these previous games. Fantasy scores, 11, 18. Okay, remember he took over from Mark Andrews, and you know Mark Andrews is a big receiver in this offense. So look right here. Look at his receiving yards. 42, 56, 70, 83. 37 receiving yards. I love it. Okay? Isaiah Likely. Look at Isaiah Likely's stats. I like it over that many receiving yards. He's getting targets. Last game he didn't get really that many targets, and he didn't get that many targets. Well, that's not last game. Against the Steelers. Wait, no, was it last game? Yeah. Who is it? Ravens. Okay, so against the Steelers, as you'd expect, Lamar Jackson also. Did he play? No, he didn't play. So, I mean, I expect that. But right here, look, 3 targets, 4 targets, 6 targets, 7 targets. He's averaging 20. Like we'll say like 15 to 20 a catch. Okay, so I'm expecting Isaiah Likely here to have a nice little game. You know what I might even do? I might even just touch his fantasy score, and the reason I'm saying his fantasy score is I really think he's a touchdown target. I think he can't one touchdown here, 2 touchdowns here, 1 touchdown here, 1 touchdown here. I personally like Isaiah Likely fantasy score, so I'm going to be touching Isaiah Likely fantasy score. Let's go to passing yards here. Passing yards, and this is where you got to look at the defense. This is where you got to look at the defense of Baltimore. Defense is ranked number 1, basically. Their defense is stacked. They are susceptible to the, what is this, 3 up yards per play. They're susceptible to the run, but I don't see Houston being able to run the ball whatsoever this game. I don't like Houston's run today. So if anything, I do think that CJ Stroud gets some passing yards. But I'm not going to necessarily look at his passing yards. He has one guy to throw to, and his one guy he throws to is right here, and his name is Nico Collins. So I'm looking at Nico Collins to go more receptions. So that we come back, look at his previous games. Okay, we're going to do our own research. We're not just going to trust prospects. Not saying they're bad, but let's go Nico Collins. Stats. He's going to have to touch the ball if they want to do anything. And in this game, when you have a total, so for instance, look at this. Well, it's not pulling up. When you have a total at 9.5, that's telling you that it's more likely they're expecting a blowout. So I'm expecting Houston to have to pass the ball, which means Nico Collins is going to be getting receptions. So I like Nico Collins receptions today. And I like to do receptions over yards or anything like that, just simply because they're going to be throwing the ball. Oh, we can see. Let's see. Where's this one at? Receiving targets. Okay, we're not going to do receptions. We're going to do receiving targets. I think he throws the ball to him a lot today. So we could do 6 receptions or 8.5 receiving targets. What are we looking at? I think they're going to have to pass the ball a lot. I'm going to do, it's only 2 receiving targets. Playoff game, they're going to have to throw the ball. I'm going to take the receiving targets. I'm going to take the receiving targets. I think he gets the ball thrown to a lot here. I think they need him. Let's see if there's any injuries. So let's go Ravens versus Texans. Texans injury report. Let's look at it. Marlon Humphrey is out. That's massive. Andrews going to be out. Let's see Texans injury report. Like I said, this is huge. Texans injury report. Let's see who's out. Robert Woods, full participation. John Michie. Okay, I'm gonna do the targets because I think they're gonna throw this ball a lot today. I like those targets over that. Those are the 2 that I like for the Ravens game. I personally don't like anything else. Let's look at one more thing. Let's look at Lamar's. Let's look at Lamar. No, I'm not touching rushing yards. Let's look at rushing yards. See if there's anything that pops. There's nothing that pops. Nothing. No, nothing that pops for today. Okay, so those are my. Oh wait, we can do rushing yards combo. We can do receiving yards combo. Where is that at? Receiving yards combo. Zay Flowers, Nico Collins, 130. No, don't like it. Don't like it. No, don't like it. Do I want to touch Nico Collins receptions? That's what I'm wondering. Let's see, Nico Collins stats. Let's see, give me a quick second. Now we're gonna do targets. I think he's gonna throw because if he has a drop or something and we miss it by a drop, I'm gonna be furious. So we might as well just do targets. Okay, now let's look at this other game. Let's look at. So we got 2 already, so we really need 1 more. Let's go to this 49ers game. Okay, we got 49ers versus the Packers. I think the Packers are going to have to throw the ball a lot. This 49ers team is tough defensively. As we all know, we know that they're going to play through Christian McCaffrey. Deebo Samuel might get some action here. The line is currently 10. I think this is where we get some really good props on Green Bay, just simply because he's going to need to throw the ball a lot. They're not going to run this ball, and I'll tell you why they're not. They're not going to run the ball because, look at that. San Fran is third in rushing yards. I'm going to look at Jordan Love's pass attempts. So I'm going to look at Jordan Love's pass attempts. He's going to need to throw the ball, and he's going to have to throw it a lot. So let's just type Love in here. Jordan Love passing yards, rushing yards, fantasy score, pass attempts, 36.5. 36.5, but what scares me about his pass attempts is San Fran can run the ball down the throat. So what we're really going to look for here, we're going to do pass completions. We're going to do pass completions because pass attempts, 36.5 is a lot. I think Jordan Love is going to have to get this ball. Let me double check this. Jordan Love stats. I think he's gonna have to get this ball out. Let's see for each game. He's gonna have to get this ball out. Completions. He's had over it almost every game. He's gonna have to throw the ball a lot this game. Yeah, give me his completions. Let's look at his yards. I don't think he's gonna have too many yards. We need one more. Do I like his completions more than anything else? Let's look. Do I love completions? Passing yards. What's his passing yards like? 224. Yeah, I like that. I like his pass complete. I don't like his pass completions though, because he is a horrible. Let's see. We'll wait on that. Let's look at receptions. Real quick for the second game. Where's McCaffrey at? Let's look at McCaffrey, because we know McCaffrey's gonna have a good game. Let's type Christian. Let's see. You guys are seeing this as we go. Receiving yards, 32.5. That's the first thing that popped in my head. Let's do fantasy score. Where's his fantasy score? Fantasy score, 22.5. I think McCaffrey has a big game today. We're gonna touch McCaffrey's fantasy score instead of doing the Jordan Love. Right there. That's what I like. I think it's a big day for McCaffrey. I think this is a power play. If you throw 100 on it, you win 500. This is my favorite play. Isaiah Likely, fantasy score. Nico Collins, over 8.5 targets. Christian McCaffrey, 22.5 fantasy score. Let's make some money, guys. Keep showing love. I appreciate all of you. Let's eat.